Right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. A running play for Rawls. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go again with Rawls. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there. And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle. Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. First down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Howard. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Trubisky will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Sua Cravens in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long, it's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A give to Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run with Rawls. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll try to run with Rawls. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, it's Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Trying the right side with Howard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, this is Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They go with Howard again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now it's Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, it's Norton. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And tough starting field position here. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And some room to work. There goes Thomas Rawls. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Rawls pushing him aside. A big run that time by Rawls. And even 90 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it. This is Procise. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Rawls. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Trubisky. To connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but